Okay, hopefully this is going to work. So let's give it a test. And that's
recording started.
Okay, so this is the old Port of Montreal. Hopefully we got some viewers in here. I'm trying to see if we in the chat. Okay. So this is my inaugural flight. Oh, there's wind. It's holding steady. It's holding steady. So we're just gonna hover and look around a little bit. The old Port of Montreal. There's the old Port of Montreal. Okay. So let me get in the shade. And hopefully we still have Wi-Fi. There we go. So let's look around. There is a little bit of old Montreal and downtown, of course. And then in that direction, you can't really see it. Oh, I got a seagull that's curious. He's hovering around my drone. There's more of downtown. We can't really see Mount Royal. But I'm giving you the Old Man on the Roof 360. So that's looking towards the west, towards Ottawa, towards Toronto. We'll just keep going that way. And there we go. There are these silos across the canal. So thankfully there aren't any gusts of wind. And check your encoder, the keyframe interval recommended. Okay, I'm getting messages. I don't have anything untoward as far as I hope that's not for me. Uh-oh. Okay, the wind is pushing, so we're gonna come home. And thank our lucky stars. we're gonna land. Okay. Hooray. So guys, are we there yet? So let me sit on the park bench someplace. There's a park bench over here. So hopefully we're still broadcasting live. So that was my first test flight, and the cops, coming with the sirens. I thought, oh no, they're coming for you! Oh yeah! But luckily, not today, Satan, not today. So I would say that was a pretty good flight, and we're still recording, and there's nobody in the chat, but fret not. There will be other opportunities to let me just arrange the there. So the gimbal is somewhat sensitive. It's trying to keep on the spot. I have my gimbal covered. Luckily, I didn't have a random come up to me and start, giving me the 3rd degree. So there's that. I guess I wasn't ready to actually engage with any friends in the chat, but there's always next time. So this is a good spot where I can use the free Wi-Fi. I don't know how good the quality of the signal is, but I guess I'll check it out on the replay, and then I might be able to suss out where the best or the strongest city Wi-Fi is. And then today, you see, it's too breezy, so my drone was being blown off of where it should have been hovering, and it got too close to the building behind me there, that building there. So luckily I caught it in time, and with the cops kind of with their sirens, thinking maybe it's for me, but this is all Montreal, so there's always kind of cops coming in and out of here. So luckily it had nothing to do with somebody saying, hey, there's a guy with a drone, because you never know, that could be you one day. So thanks for coming in, and I think I'm hoping this signal just with the free Wi-Fi is worth the trouble to try and come out and do stuff. So I have another spot in another area along the Lachine Canal that way that I can check out, and hopefully we'll get a less breezy day, so thanks for coming in. Hey, it's Buddy. Hey, it's Nick. Is that Nick? No, it is Nick. Nick, I see ya. Sorry, I wasn't checking the replay, and it's Kukanoku. So Nick, I was in Hui last February, and I went to the market, the Dongba market, and I've live streamed it before. So Kukanoku was in there saying, hey, why don't you look and see if they have any lamps? So we looked and looked and looked, and finally towards the end we found one, and I shipped it off to her. She's in Alberta, so apparently she loves the color, and it was a good thing. So glad to see you guys. I didn't expect to be broadcasting. By the way, Nick, how is the quality of the city Wi-Fi? Because I only have 2 bars out of 3. Cool. Yeah, I only have 2 bars out of 3 in this spot. And I'm trying to find in the area of the old port where the strongest signal is, so that because I can't really use my data plan. It's worthless in terms of it costs too much. Other than that, it looks good. Wow, I'm so pleased, because you never know what you're gonna get. So now that you're telling me on the live, it's great, and then I'll get to see what the replay looks like. So that's fantastic. So the weather's changing. I don't think we're gonna get any snow fall between now and whenever, but we are due for a meetup to go flying. So this is my new replacement DJI Mini 2 that I got from AliExpress, and it's an official DJI because I was able to register it with DJI, and I also bought the 2-year insurance, so in case I lose it or it crashes or something. Check out your video. Okay. Oh, you mean you Kukan Hoku, did you do a reveal? I'll check it out on YouTube, I guess, because good plan, yeah. So we should do a get-together, but let me know ahead of time in case it's worth my while to make a run over to Saint-Viateur's, before heading out to Lachine, that kind of thing. It would be good, because, they're open like 24 hours, right? They don't even have a lock on the door, apparently. They never close. So I just thought I'd mention that. So think about that, and then let me know. And then I will, Kokuhanu, I will check out your video. If it's on X, I'll find it, and if it's on YouTube, I'll find it, because obviously you're on Instagram or X. Okay. So, I was having trouble to have it like expanded, and the thing is, I would recommend you don't undo it and do it too many times, because that wood notch will probably wear out, and then you might not be able to have it stay in place. So just thank your lucky stars you can stretch it open and leave it at that. I assume you're going to electrify it or something. Anyways, I'm sure you'll let me know on your broadcast. I saw that in the group on the Mounted on Your Drone. Well, okay, so the day that you're ready to do that, I mean, whether you do it, whether I'm around you or not, I'll see it either on the live or on the replay. But I am pleased as punch that we're here in Old Montreal. I'm using the free city Wi-Fi. Thank you, Montreal, for being good at something, because they haven't done a thing with the city Wi-Fi. They haven't like made it bigger. They haven't made it stronger. But at least the spots that they do have it in, at least they work. So luckily, this is a place where, in fact, I'm kind of close to a no-go zone. But the fact that I was able to fly the drone up, I'm assuming I'm okay. I'm legal. I'll have to look into that a little more carefully. You done in Mountain on your... Yeah, the live stream. Well, that would be cool, for sure. That will be cool. It does. It's called geofencing, Kokuhanu. Good question. And luckily, the thing is that the DJI app will not allow you to launch your drone if you're in a geofenced place. I'm assuming that Lychee, which is this secondary app, which is allowing me to live stream both on YouTube and on X, has the same geofencing, but I'm not 100% sure, because I'm not the drone, whisperer, as it were. But somebody's going to tell me whether it is or not. Salut, bon, c'est Chris. Okay, so the whole gang is here. So it's very funny, because it's very unusual to be live streaming from your drone camera, but it looks like that's what we're doing. I was gonna close up shop, but it looks like the whole gang is showing up for this little party. So the unfortunate thing is I can't really walk around that much, because the fact that you can walk into a dead zone for Wi-Fi, and that's it. It kills the broadcast. So there's that. Yeah. So basically, look, see, this is what it looks like on my remote. My phone is tethered here, okay, and the camera from the drone is showing up on my this phone, but the chat is showing up on this phone, and both phones are attached to the city Wi-Fi. So that's what I'm broadcasting on, and that's what you guys are talking to me through. You arrived late. Yeah, I did do a fly. You can see the thing. But then the wind started blowing my drone towards that building. And because it wasn't good to fly anyways. But I just had to try it. I just had to see if, I could get a connection and a chat and the drone. Just to check and everything. And luckily I didn't get any strange messages like I did with the previous drone that crashed. So, but the fact is that it was drifting towards the building, and that made me nervous, so I decided to call it back and call it a day. But it's kind of nice that you guys are around here on the weekend, and you can keep me company while I'm here on this little park bench. It's all to myself. Maybe I'll even get at work on my tan or something, I don't know. We'll see. Thank you. Well, yeah, see, the thing is that the original Mini 2 is a 4K camera, and then the Mini 2 second edition is a cheaper camera. It's like half of the resolution. So why would I want to buy that? It's the first broadcast on this particular camera, so we're gonna take care of this little fly cam. And hopefully we'll have a lot of good broadcasts to look forward to. So let me see what we can see from warning. I am attitude restricted. Okay, that's good. I'm not looking to fly today anyways. You're grounded, drone. You're grounded for the time being. So the occasional walker by or passerby is kind of looking at me, but I haven't had any random come up to me and give me the what for. Like, the questions of, what are you doing with the drone? Because that's happened to me in Port Montreal before. So all I'm getting is very polite smiles and stuff, which is, I'm kind of used to because I'm a live streamer. I'd rather the smiles than somebody berating me. You'll come and hang on X with the cool kids. I'll restrict your attitude, dude. Drone police. You'd be there around. The last person to have an incident was Grant. Imagine Grant, of all people, having somebody that he couldn't even calm down, lady, calm down. Calm down, Karen. So yeah. So I think he gave it a good effort, but wasn't going to happen. She wasn't convinced. But I haven't had one in a while, but you kind of need to develop those diffusion skills. How to de-escalate, like somebody who's intent on ramping things up and being accusatory. Well, yeah. No, well, he's out of the woods now, right? With the IV of antibiotics, his cellulitis is taken care of, and I think he's no longer on the IV. No, the thing is that you don't, because this particular drone is less than 250 grams. So anything over 250 grams in a drone, yes, you do need a license. And you can ask Nick and Chris, who are in the room. It's not an easy thing to do. And it's a lot of trouble. And you got to renew it every year or every 2 years. I think it's every year. And fuck it. They're making lighter drones now. So this kind of drone that I have, I can practically take to any country, and I'm kind of legal. Where they allow lightweight drones. So good question. Saying puck off. No, it doesn't. It doesn't. Bear spray might be your last resort. But even at that, you'll get in trouble. So no, the best thing to do is to work on your de-escalation skills and hope for the best. So, but yeah, the thing is that I realized, I got caught. Remember when, Chris who's in the room and Nick who's in the room, the three of us went to Port Montreal, and we were in a park, like a wide open space. But you see, Nick and Chris are a little bit more experienced, and they were under a tree, under shade, and they weren't obvious. I, unfortunately, was in the middle of an open space, and I was obvious with my remote control. And that's where the park rangers saw me and came up to me and started talking to me while I was flying my drone, and I got distracted and my drone hit a tree, and then it crashed and it broke, and I was not a happy camper. So I learned from that day is just find a shady place where you're not obviously flying a drone. There are ways to do that. So if you're not obvious, you're nonchalant and not circumspect, you can get away with flying. And then once it's all over and done with, you're out of there, and nobody's the wiser. So those are skills that one can work on, and you won't invite these people that have an agenda, because they're out there. Believe me, they are out there. Yes, I got busted. Well, that was the thing. I guess I didn't realize that I was putting myself in harm's way by being obvious. So live and learn. Stealth mode, exactly. Okay, so I've been driving around Old Montreal. I went to Costco, and luckily I bought some things that weren't like triple the price. So that was good. I got like 2 kilograms of coffee for $14.99. Imagine that. And French roast, that's my favorite flavor. So for hell, I bought it. Even if I have a spare one in my pantry, I'm saying, because there's no way it's going to stay at $15. It's going to go up like another $4, if you just blink. So yeah, and I got some mixed nuts, salted, for like $14 or $15, which normally they're about $19. So I picked that up. Anyway, so instead of going back home, I decided to just drive around Old Montreal, and there's hardly any parking here. And I almost got a ticket, but the guy was nice to me. I was in a resident parking zone, and I saw him line up with my car, and I was running up to it, and I clicked my my unlock button, so he kind of knew I was coming, and he said I was lucky because if I hadn't, he would have given me a ticket. So anyways, so I just kind of drove around Old Montreal and tried to find a few places with Wi-Fi, and then I was about to leave, and then I did find a parking spot and a Wi-Fi spot, and here we are. So it's great that you guys came out and were able to say hi to me. And it's good that my drone is actually working, and the whole software and the connections and everything else are working. I don't know what the delay is, but yes,
Warning,
I did look out.
Aircraft battery at 25%.
Okay, thank you, Lychee. Luckily, that's another thing. Lychee isn't as annoying with the alert messages, because the DJI app will go beep, 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 and the lady's voice is a little more annoying. But Lychee is like a little bit more like, hey, we cool. So I kind of like the Lychee hazard messages and stuff like that. Okay, so I don't need to record this. So I'm going to stop recording.
Recording stopped.
Thank you.
Recording started.
No.
Warning, aircraft battery at 25%.
Thank you.
Recording stopped.
Thank you. I touched a button. Anyway. So yeah, I'm gonna not look a gift horse in the mouth. I'm gonna call this a broadcast, and we're just gonna save it. It was a good test, and then hopefully when there isn't so much breeze, I can venture out and fly out over by the the grain elevators or whatever those are called, and over by the city.
Warning, aircraft battery at 25%.
I know. She thinks I want to fly. We're just broadcasting. It's okay. We got time. So yeah, I just want to thank you guys. It's great to have you guys come in, and hopefully looking forward to more successful droning. And then I assume it's just a matter of time when we do a meetup with Nick. And then when the weather's better.
Warning, aircraft battery at 25%.
We know already. When the weather's better, we expect you to make a showing, Chris, and then we can all hang out and do stuff. So yeah, it's been a nice day today compared to the last couple of weeks. It's been quite cold, so I wasn't happy about that. But today, luckily, there's a little bit of tourists around, and as you can see, people are walking and stuff.
Warning, aircraft battery at 24%.
Okay, so we're gonna put an end to the live. Thank you. Yes, drone weather. Have a great day, evening, Noel. Thank you, Kukan Hoku. And I'll check out your replay. And Nick, thanks for coming in. Chris. So bye for now.